Planet Dolan.
From the first televised F-bomb to a man jailed over his use of profanity, we count 10 things you didn't know about swearing. Yeah, what's up, YouTube fans? Pringle the one in the building. How we doing today? Today, guys, I got some crazy new content for your face. So here we go.
Number 10.
Us HBO fans take televised F-bombs for granted, but it's important to remember their history. The first F-bomb in American television history was dropped by Charles Rocket on Saturday Night Live in 1981. Was, of course, fired for it, but he set the wheels of change in motion for all of us to curse on national TV, and it was so cool. I wanted to throw some F-bombs if I would be live too, you know. Meanwhile, on the other side of the world, Kenneth Tynan dropped the first British television F-bomb on a BBC program 16 years earlier. It ended up becoming the defining moment of Kenneth's career, overshadowing his life's work as a respected theater critic. Probably sucked. Or he probably just didn't curse enough on the critiques, if you ask me.
Number 9.
Tourette syndrome is often called the cursing disease because its sufferers are known to have profanity-filled outbursts that would make a sailor blush with the rosiest of cheeks. In truth, though, less than 15% of people diagnosed with the disease experience these involuntary outbursts. Why do some Tourette sufferers blurt out swear words? Scientists don't know for sure, but it's believed our vocabulary of swear words is stored in a special part of the brain. When Tourette sufferers experience a seizure, their brain automatically reaches into that part of the brain for the appropriate words. I swear to you, I feel like this goes with the same when other people always remember curse words in other languages. Like people always remember that curse word in Spanish. What's that called again? Oh yeah, puta.
Number 8.
Kids grow up so quickly. One minute they're learning to speak or taking those precious first steps. The next minute they're calling you a parent and you're never around, and then they want to goddamn. According to research by psychology professor Timothy J., there's been a noticeable rise in children using swear words. And they aren't just swearing more than they were 20 years ago, they're also picking up bad words sooner. Today, most children know at least one swear word by the age of 2, and their desire to test boundaries using profanity escalates around 3 to 4.
Number 7.
A grawlix is one of those clusters of typographical symbols that you often see in comic book dialogue bubbles. They're substitutes for profanity and are used so that the artist can realistically depict the character's anger without pissing people off. The term was coined by American cartoonist Moore Walker in 1964. If you really want to, why don't you try using grawlix when you text somebody, one of your friends, and see how they respond. They might get mad, but who knows, man? They might be in for a surprise.
Number 6.
Studies have shown that people can tolerate pain better if they swear. According to tested averages, those who swear while in agony can push through pain for almost 30% longer than the squeaky clean folk who never swear. This explains why some athletes swear their way through difficult workouts and why women call their partners every swear word under the sun during childbirth. This would also explain the fact that I always get mad when I stub my toe across the wall or the door or something, and I have to curse at everybody in the house, just everybody, mom, friends, turtle, everybody. I know I'm not the only one there just cursing everybody out. Just gotta let it out, man. The saying is true, just let it all out. Just let it all out.
Number 5.
In the battle for the title of sweariest sex, men reign supreme. You're damn right. According to a study, males curse a lot more than women. This is most likely due to social conditioning. Interestingly, men swear a lot less when there are women around. However, women who dare to swear don't curb their tongues when men happen to be around. In fact, one study found that women actually swear more when members of the opposite sex are nearby. Guys, we need to stop being such a bad influence. But you know what? A part of me believes that's how they really want to be around us. Let's be honest, it's so much easier to call him a bitch than calling him a bad boyfriend for not washing his dishes. But no worries though, we won't stoop that low, hopefully.
Number 4.
According to a recent study involving monitored customer service calls, the American state that swears the most is Ohio. This is by a wide margin. Yeah, I'm surprised it wasn't New York with all those damn rats they got over there and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles creeping up on your toilet. Ohio was also found to be the top 5 least courteous state. I mean, I can kind of wonder what they're trying to say to the tourists. They're probably being real mean, like, get out of my state, you tourist. I don't know why I used that accent, but maybe it was kind of fitting for this. Conversely, people from Washington, D.C. were found to swear the least. You would think they would be mad since the cost of living is kind of high over there. Oh well, it's probably because they don't have all those damn rats like New York.
Number 3.
According to a study published in the Journal of Language and Social Psychology, voters respond positively to politicians who swear. The study had test subjects read blog posts by fictional candidates for an imaginary election. Participants were found to be more likely to vote for candidates if their posts contained minor vulgarities. If you think about it, this does make sense. A good political candidate is relatable and transparent. By lowering their guard and swearing, a politician comes across as genuine. According to the study, this only works for male candidates. Female politicians who swore didn't win over voters in the same way. It's kind of funny how that works, where we don't want women with potty mouths, but at the same time, we want males that tell the truth. And obviously we don't really get that, because if the truth was really there, we would pretty much just hear, we don't really care about you, but we do want the money though.
Number 2.
In the Middle Ages, many believed that uttering swear words physically hurt Jesus, as they leave your lips. Bad words turn into tiny invisible daggers that tear apart the ascended body of Christ, and it hurts him. This also happens when you use the Lord's name in vain, by the way. Oh, and don't take this serious, guys. Or at least this part. We're just having fun, folks. We're just having fun.
Number 1.
In the 1600s, swearing wasn't the mild finger wagging offense it is today. It was a deep-seated, rooted taboo. In 1676, Englishman John Taylor was dragged before the Westminster Court to illustrate how dangerous coarse language and blasphemy could be. Taylor's potty mouth was so out of control that he was committed to an institution to see if he was a blasphemer or just outright insane. Probably crazy, probably a little bit of both. When treatment, presumably a bar of soap in his dirty mouth, failed to cure him, he was ordered to return to court. During his sentencing, the Lord Chief Justice declared swearing and blasphemy a crime punishable by a court of law. Taylor was ordered to pay a hefty fine and stand in the Westminster pillory wearing a piece of paper on his head that read, "For the blasphemous words tending to the subversion of all government." It's kind of like when they wore that dunce cap in school back then, and he had that dunce cap and he looked like he was just a stupid kid and everybody laughed at him because he had the dunce cap. Dumbass kid. He was then in prison until someone would vouch for his good behavior. There's no record of his release. So I guess he was in there for a good minute. So for everybody that's watched this at this point, what's one swear word that you'll always remember, but in another language, or preferably some that is kind of out of there? But let's keep it clean in the comments section, guys. Use Grolix. Well, everybody, take care. Peace. A young girl was even given detention for cuddling another consenting female student. The principal suggested that banning kids from being near each other helps to eliminate poor behavior and bullying. Because bullies can be pretty relentless with their vicious hugs and their dangerous handshakes.